Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel GMB SHOW. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Fans who tuned into Friday's edition of The Chase were greeted with a special episode, which saw famous faces behind the panel hoping to win plenty of money for the children's charity, UNICEF. The Soccer Aid installment, which originally aired in 2023, featured Dermot O'Leary, Lindsay Hipgrave, Kyle Walker, and Alex Brooker work together to take down Anne Hegarty. However, minutes into the episode, ITV viewers were left moaning and took to social media to voice their reaction, particularly grumbling about the fact that it was a repeat. One person said on X, "Celeb repeat no from me over to tennis good weekend, everyone enjoy weather #TheChase." A second person also commented, #TheChase can't be bothered. It's too hot for yet another Soccer Aid dumbed down episode. A third also typed, painfully obvious how staged this is. #TheChase. A fourth similarly commented, how old is this episode of #TheChase? Re-aid get MOR. Sam Thompson pulled out of ITV Soccer Aid after emotional statement, LATEST. Alex Brooker was one of the celebrities on the show, Image, ITV. A fourth also echoed, if ITV think it's a good idea showing these repeats of the chase for Soccer Aid, I hope they also think it a good idea to repeat paying the amount of winnings that the celebrity teams win. #TheChase. A fifth also commented, even the Gala Bingo ads are better than this as *****. Have a great weekend everyone. #TheChase. I'm outta here. During the episode, the famous faces were able to bag an incredible £169,000 for UNICEF after correctly answering 21 questions in the final chase. We use your sign up to provide content in ways you consented to and to improve our understanding of you. This may include adverts from us and third parties based on our understanding. You can unsubscribe at any time. Read our privacy policy. During the final chase, Annie failed to beat them and was therefore unable to take anything away from the final prize total. Earlier in the episode, the celebrities were stunned when she walked out in more casual attire. Bradley Walsh said, "Wow, you look great," as Annie made her way to the chair, wearing a football kit and had put on red lipstick. At the time the episode aired, one person said online, Annie looking quite alluring in her referee garb, has to be said, whilst another chimed in, Annie should keep that outfit, it suits her much more than the Miss Trunchbull one. It was meant to be a regular weekday evening, a cuppa, a comfy sofa, and the chase lighting up millions of TV screens across the UK with its usual mix of trivia tension, chaser scowls, and Bradley Walsh's unstoppable banter. But on this particular evening, a strange shift rippled across living rooms nationwide, a spontaneous migration, like starlings twisting in the sky, and no one saw it coming. Except maybe Brenda from Huddersfield. She had just settled down with her malted milk biscuits and a blanket, TV remote perched delicately between her fingers, when something felt off. The ITV announcer's voice wasn't its usual chipper self. It had that apologetic, almost guilty tone, like when a waiter tells you they're out of lasagna. And now, it's time for a very special chase, featuring our Soccer Aid celebrity team. Brenda blinked. Soccer Aid? What the flaming heck has football got to do with the chase? The opening theme played, familiar yet somehow dressed in glitter and glitter boots. The studio looked the same, but instead of the likes of Anne Hegarty or Paul Sinha poised behind the chaser podiums, there stood Robbie Williams, wearing a navy blue tracksuit and tossing a football from hand to hand like it was a brainy baton. "Oh no," Brenda muttered. "What have they done?" Across the country, similar groans echoed. In Manchester, 72-year-old Trevor, a proud trivia addict with a wall of notebooks full of quiz stats, gasped when he saw ex-footballer Jamie Redknapp fist-bumping actual chaser Dara Ennis before the first round began. In Devon, a mother of four nearly dropped her shepherd's pie when singer Tom Grennan shouted goal after getting a question right about the periodic table. And in London, Twitter/X exploded. At QuizQueen79, I turned on #TheChase for Mark Labbett, not Mark Wright. What in the name of trivia is going on? #SoccerAid special. At Footy and Facts. Me when I realized there's more football than questions in this episode, #switch it over. At Granny Knows Best. I want Anne Hegarty glaring at contestants, not Mo Farah giggling in the cash builder #TheChase gone wild. The structure of the show had morphed. Round 1 was now called warm-up kicks, 3 quick questions followed by a penalty shootout with trivia cards placed in a goal net. Contestants had to kick a ball and land it on the right answer. Dara Ennis, caught in this bizarre hybrid of football and factoids, valiantly played along, but the cracks were showing. He hesitated between questions, side-eyeing the producers off-camera as Ollie Murs high-fived a beaming Bradley Walsh. "Brad," Dara whispered at one point, "this isn't the chase. This is it's a knockout in Nikes." Bradley laughed too loud, probably to cover the chaos. "Let's go to the final tackle, chase," he shouted, while waving an inflatable football in the air. The scoreboard had been replaced with a giant stadium scoreboard graphic. The prize money was still there, but now part of it was going to a mystery soccer aid cause, a detail that made Brenda clench her fists. And then it happened. Viewers started switching over. One by one, remote controls across Britain clicked. BBC One, Channel 4, even Dave, anywhere but ITV. The ratings tracker in ITV's control room dipped so fast, one executive spilled his almond latte onto his trousers. The moment became known online as the switchover surge. Memes exploded. One showed Anne Hegarty photoshopped into a football net, arms wide, glaring, "You shall not pass, unless it's to a winger." Another had Mark Labbett photoshopped as a referee, red-carding general knowledge. And yet, amid the confusion, something unexpected happened. At a pub in Birmingham, a group of friends gathered for their usual Thursday trivia night. They were all Chase superfans, their team name, the geniuses Biz the Governess, and initially scoffed at the celebrity football madness. But as the show continued, they began laughing, then chuckling, then genuinely enjoying it. All right, that celebrity round where David Beckham appeared via video call and asked a question about the 2002 World Cup. "That was kinda cool," said Josh, the group's skeptic. "And the bit where Stormzy had to run up the steps while answering literature questions," added Mel. "That was mad, but hilarious." Back on screen, Mo Farah had just made it to the final chase alongside TV chef Nadia Hussein, who surprisingly nailed every single history question. Their prize total was £25,000, half going to charity, half split between the contestants if they beat the chaser. And they did, somehow, with only 18 steps. Dara Ennis, flabbergasted, pulled off his fake referee whistle and muttered, "This has been the weirdest day of my career." Bradley declared, "And that's how you chase with cleats on." When the credits rolled, viewers were still buzzing with mixed emotions. Some called it the death of intelligent telly. Others said it was refreshing, bonkers, or a fever dream involving footballers who actually know what a chloroplast is. But by the next day, #ChaseAid was trending in over 6 countries. ITV's gamble had paid off, not because everyone loved it, but because everyone was talking about it. TV critics debated whether it was genius or madness. A Guardian columnist wrote, "In a world saturated with content, ITV managed to blend Britain's 2 favorite pastimes, trivia and football, and caused a nationwide viewing whiplash. Is it a gimmick? Of course. But was it memorable? Absolutely." That Saturday, Anne Hegarty tweeted, "I just watched the Chase Soccer Aid special. I'm simultaneously horrified and intrigued. Also, I now know who Tom Grennan is." Mark Labbett wrote, "Dara deserves hazard pay for last night." And Bradley Walsh posted a selfie with Jamie Redknapp and a stuffed chaser mascot, captioned, "Brains and boots. I say we do it again next year." As for Brenda from Huddersfield, she didn't finish her malted milk biscuits. She switched over halfway to watch a documentary about ancient Egypt. But the next morning, she rewatched the special on ITVX. Just to see what all the fuss was about, she told herself. By Sunday, she had tweeted, "Still not sure what I watched, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't smile when Nadia tackled Shakespeare like a ninja." #TheChaseAid. Epilogue: The future of TV crossovers. After the Soccer Aid special, ITV considered more blended specials. The Chase meets Love Island, Beat the Chasers, Bake Off Edition, even I'm a Celebrity Chase Me Out of Here. Whether or not any of them see the light of day is up to the fans and their remote controls. But one thing's for certain, when trivia meets football, chaos kicks off. And sometimes, People can't help but switch over to watch the madness.